Right. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, and assembled company, welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe. And it is Tuesday, therefore it is our Young International Tellers Day. And we at the World Storytelling Cafe would like to wish everybody in the world a happy and prosperous new year. And whatever troubles they're having, may they soon disperse. And got exciting news of Jasname, who is one of our regulars on the program. She recently on a few. Oh, there's Manuela coming on. Hello, Manuela.
We didn't realize the time has changed, so Kenza won't be able to make it, unfortunately.
Well, the time has changed. There's been this time for months.
Months, baby. It's she used to come at 6, I think.
No, she used to come at 5.
5.
And then but last week, a week before last, she was on at 4. It's been this way for 2 or 3 months, but mainly because of India, because it's very if we have it at 5, it's very late in India, so we changed it to 4, but that's okay.
Never mind.
It's very difficult with international clocks. So we'll have Kenza next week. I hope we've got Jasname this week, so we can congratulate her at winning the World Storytelling Cafe, not the World Storytelling Cafe, the World Storytelling Championships run by Snowbation. And there were thousands and thousands of contestants for that. So she came top in her age group, the 12 to 15-year-olds. So we have our most well, there's her and Kenza are really keeping Tuesday nights going. One day they'll both be on at the same time, but hopefully. Once
the holidays are over, I think things will get back to normal.
So how are you, Manuel?
I've just finished telling stories for Palestine at the hands
Really?
of
what's was that David Singh or
no, it's Nick Bilbrough.
Nick's one, yeah. So
I've been spending some time with them and with Simona. We're planning a workshop for the IATEFL Young Learners SIG. And
nice one.
Yeah. And David's keeping us busy with his challenges. So
yes, I should imagine he is. I've been keeping busy enough with so I'm back in circulation now. I don't have to wear a red suit anymore.
And our project of the Jua stories is going ahead, as you know. So
so we're not sure about the Mike. I told Mike where it was, so he's thinking, does it? Well, but I thought it'd be nice to have it in Italian, because we can sell enough in Italy to make it. I think to make it cover its costs.
I mean, we can.
Or whether we just do it in English and Arabic.
English and is that what Mike was suggesting? Yeah.
Well, I think I was pushing him to do it in 3 languages for Kenza's sake. I thought it'd be nice for Kenza to have it out there, but we'll see. I think he's talking over with Lucy, but that's good. But I think, well, with 20-odd stories, by the time that's in 2 or 3 languages, that's going to be it's going to be a nice slim volume.
It's okay.
I think
It's
you had 21 stories when I spoke to you.
21, I think they are. And but there's lots of editing to do.
Yes, I can imagine. Right. So I'm hoping other people will join us. Thing is, I didn't do one like on Boxing Day. I decided not to on the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
I decided we wouldn't run this mainly because I wanted to take a couple of days break, and I thought everyone else would. So,
they're strange days, aren't they? Because you're not busy, but you're busy with family and other things.
Yeah.
So
what stories? Oh, you were doing storytelling for Palestine just now about that.
Just stories for children. Mainly stories for children.
Mainly stories for children.
Yeah.
So have I got you for a Friday night yet?
Yeah,
I
came once when.
Yeah, I know, but do you want another one?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'd love
right. So I'll just look at what dates we've got while we're here. I'll just go to my diary.
Where in the world are you, John? Are you in England?
I'm taking a couple of days in a hotel because above the sea's in.
Are you in England?
Haven't you? Yeah, Battersea.
Let me see. I haven't seen Battersea for ages.
So we've got Michael Currens on the 14th. We've got no, that's wrong. Got Michael Currens on the 19th. So we've got Bob, got the spinner on the 5th, Bob on the 12th. I'm going to cross this out because that's confusing me. How are you, Battersea? Come in, Battersea. Michael Currens. How do you fancy doing the 26th of January? January.
Is that's
6 p.m. UK time?
UK time, so 7 p.m. Italy. Yeah, that's perfect. And that's a Friday, right?
That's a Friday, and that's Stories for Children.
26th of Jan. Yeah, got it. I'll put it in.
Right. So you are now.
Children.
I'm ahead of myself. I've got January sorted out. Let's keep up this year as I intend.
And that's 7 p.m. Italy time.
Yeah.
So we're going back to the original time.
Yeah, well, it's only the young tellers we do it for.
Yeah. It's 45 minutes, isn't it, John?
Yeah. It's only Tuesdays we do 4 o'clock because
of Jasna May and
because of the and any the other young tellers that come in from India. So I can see Battersea trying to connect to his audio. Now, if he unmutes, he could even talk to us. Battersea, Happy New Year to you. Are you going to let us see you and unmute? Or are you going to remain a secret? The secret of Washington, D.C.
I think he's having problems with. No, you should be there.
Yes. All he has to do is unmute.
Unmute. Happy New Year, Babasi. No, that's not working. Let's change language, John.
Right. Hold on. We've got the really important person now. We've got our star is joining us. Not you, Babasi. You're not the star. You're a star, but on Tuesday night, Jasname is the star. So, and she's just connecting to us.
No worries, no worries.
Anyway, Happy New Year, Babasi.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to both. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Right now, when she is up, when she has her video up, Jasname, Happy New Year to you, Jasname. Happy New Year to, in fact, anyone who's listening. Jasname is incredibly important today because on the 31st of December, at the very last day of last year, Jasname won the World Storytelling Championships for her age group 12 to 15. So, and there were thousands of entrants there, and she wiped the board. So that's run by Ace Innovation. So congratulations, Jasname. Are you having trouble with your internet, Jasname? We can't see or hear you. She's connecting to audio. She is connected to audio. There you are. Champion, champion.
He is the champion.
Well done.
Of the world. Right. Okay, Jasname. Before we actually give you a, make it so your head won't even fit on the screen. So have you got a story for us, Jasname?
Yes, I do.
Well, please, could you tell it? Because we want to hear this great talent that took over the world on the 31st of December.
Thank you. So the name of my story is Folk Candles, which I heard from someone on the storytelling cafe only. There was once a girl. She was afraid of the dark. She was very afraid of the dark and could not enter the dark. One day she was forced to enter a room with 4 candles. She was relieved that she had light of 4 candles and could stay. So she entered the room and closed the door. It was dark. It was quiet. She went closer to the candles so that she is not afraid. And she heard the first candle speak. And the first candle spoke. I am the candle of peace. And in this world, there's nobody to accept me. Nobody stands by this rule. And hence, I can stand in this world, giving light to anyone. And that candle blew off. She was getting scared by the dark as it was increasing. So she went closer to the second candle, and thereby she heard the second candle speak. And the second candle spoke to her. I am justice. I can't live in a world where there's justice for only few. And that candle also blew off. With that, only 2 candles left, and the dark increased. She was sobbing and crying and thinking what to do while she heard the third candle speak. I am the candle of community. Where there's no peace, no justice, how do you think people would stand together, thereby forming no community? And that candle also blew off. With that, she started to cry so loud. She started sobbing because now it was only 1 candle left and the dark increased. She went closer to that candle and she heard the 4th candle speak. Don't worry, my dear, don't cry. I am the candle of story. You can use my light to relight all the candles. Using me, you can spread peace. Using my voice, you can gather people together. You can provide justice. And using a story, you can surely form a community with peace and justice. Thank you.
Right. Well, what do you think of that, Manuela?
Thank you, Jasna May. Thank you for sharing that story. I had heard that story, but it was a different, slightly different version. And I love I don't know if you adapted it or if this is how you heard it, how you included stories in the Four Candles. Beautifully told, well paced. You can really tell you're now becoming a professional storyteller. So well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jasmine always tells her own version. She's a perfect storyteller. You take a version and you don't treat it like a script. You make it your own, which is a real skill. And so I'm going to let Baba C talk because he needs to.
I owe you one, John. Princess Jasmine, that story and the way you told it, let me put it this way. I am so borrowing that story. I am so adding it to my repertoire. I love the way you told that story. And I love the way you made storytelling the candle that lights all the other candles. I thought it was very well told. I love the relaxed way that you told it. And as always, I love your cadence. I like the way your voice, the way you use your voice, and you just have a natural way of telling stories. Don't ever lose that quality. Asante Simon, thank you very, very much. Storytelling is strong within you. Thank you, Asante.
Thank you.
Now, you know what I'm going to say, this because it seems to be that either Kenza gets in or you get in. One day I'll have them both, and I won't have to come back to you both and say, "Do you have another story?" But
will you give me a minute, because I was doing my work and then I wasn't prepared that much. So in a minute I'll do one if you like.
But I love that you always rise to the challenge. Whenever I say this, you never say, "No, John, it's impossible." You say, "Give me a minute." So I'm giving you a minute. It starts now.
It's the Jasmine way. Wow. How old was she when she first came to us, John? Do you
12.
recall? She was 12. And how
11
old is
or
she
12.
Now?
I think she was 11 when she first came.
Yeah. And how old is
14
she now?
now. 14 now.
Whoa. And she's evolved and expanded in so many ways. I like the different ways she's introduced herself. I like the way she uses props or doesn't use props. The cadence. Sometimes she has a way of introducing herself with almost it's not quite a rap, but an intro, and then sometimes she doesn't need it. She's just pure Jasmine. No matter what she does, it always comes out on top.
Yeah.
I love that about her.
And I'm waiting to see how her sister gets on.
Yes.
She's been on once, but
Yes.
I think it's very late for her sister because her sister's very young.
Well, Jasmine is very young.
I think it's about 10 o'clock at night now in Punjab.
Yes.
So, which is why we moved it forward, because it was getting to be 11 o'clock, was just too late in the school day.
Right.
And,
well, when we finish this, it'll be lunchtime.
You've heard yeah.
It'll be lunchtime on my side of the pond. It'll be 12 noon.
Yes. So How was your Christmas and New Year in Battersea?
Christmas was different for me this year. It's the first time I didn't celebrate with my family in about 23 years, but I had a nice day. Um,
Ex-
yeah, and I had a nice Kwanzaa. I got a chance to do three extraordinary Kwanzaa programs, and
Yeah, I've been following
very nice.
that.
Yeah, it was nice. I want to see if any of them did recordings, and if so, I'm going to find a way to put them on my YouTube. Um, it's interesting how when you do programs, some people will let you rebroadcast and some organizations don't. But it was very interesting. I had a great time. You know,
Excellent.
looking for it opened some new doors for me, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, and it's good to be out performing live again
Yes.
for you.
However, I do like yes, but I am looking for a way to incorporate Zoom performances and presentations more and more. Um, and once I'm resituated, I expect that to happen with more frequency.
Excellent, excellent. And is that looking good? Without going into detail, is that looking good?
Well, I got a couple of positive prospects. Unfortunately, the programs move very slow, especially when they're connected to the government. They move very slow, but I have my fingers and my toes crossed. The only thing I'm not crossing are my eyes. It's very difficult to see when you cross your eyes. But
Well, you know, it's okay. You just have to swap your lenses over on your glasses and put the left lens on the right side, and the right side on the left side, and right, whatever. So, okay.
Oh, she's back! She's back! She's back! She's back! No,
Jasmine,
she's Jasmine.
I'm very disappointed. You took 1 minute and 30 seconds. Brilliant. Have you got another story for us, Jasmine?
Yes, I do.
Marvelous. Would you care to tell it?
Sure. So the name of my second story is Pumpkin Instead of Walnut. On a summer day, Hoja squatted down in the shade of a walnut tree. When he caught the sight of huge pumpkins in the distance, he muttered to himself, "How amazing are God's deeds! Huge pumpkins grow on tiny vines, but that great walnut tree, whose branches stretch up into the sky, has such tiny fruit." Just at that moment, a walnut on top of his head fell. "Oh my God, my head!" exclaimed Hoja. After the pain on his head ceased, his preceding thoughts crossed his mind one by one. Then he said to himself, "I repent, O Lord. I will never meddle in your business from now on. How would my situation be if pumpkin grew on a walnut tree instead?" Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So, I'm not going to ask you to do a 20th story, Jasmine. I just think to be able to disappear and come back and pull that out of the pot is just fantastic. So, what have we got coming up? We've got well, before we do that, Manuela, do you want to say something about Jasmine's last story?
Yeah, that really brought a smile to my face, Jasna. I didn't know that story. And thank you for sharing. And I might tell the children that story next time I'm telling, because it's short and it's funny, and you can tell it with your fingers.
Thank
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Babasi, I've got to let you back because we like you apart from all else.
Okay, warning, there's a pun coming here. I must concede that the pumpkin story was very, very interesting. I like that. And what I really liked was a minute and a half later, you came back with a perfect story to tell. I love that. Your creativity, your resilience, your spontaneity, you never fail to engage us, Jasmine. As you know, I'm probably I'm probably arguably your number one fan, but you just never fail to amaze me. I love that, and it's a good thing pumpkins don't grow on trees, because that would have been a smashing success. Another bad pump, but bump.
Right.
But anyhow, thank you.
That's enough, Babasi. So, Jasname, next week we want 20 stories from you.
Sure.
No. We hope to see you next week. What time is it in Punjab at the moment?
It's 10.
10. That's what I see. I was right. I was close. I try and guess the time, but I got it right this week. So we hope to see you next week, Jasname. Meanwhile, what have we got coming up? Well, obviously every Tuesday we've got our young international tellers. One day it'd be great to have both Kenza and Jasname on the same week. I think you two conspire. I think you phone each other up and say, "Well, actually, I can't make it this week. Could you do it?" So this Friday at 6 p.m. UK time will be Despina from Greece. Then the following Friday, which is the 12th of January, we have Bob Canagas from New Mexico. And then we've got Michael Kerrins the following Friday. We have Michael Kerrins from Scotland. And that's Friday the 19th. And there's someone on the 26th called Manuela Kelly. From Italy. So we've got a real international month. We're starting off in the way that we enter so we've got a real international mix this month, which is really good. And that's the Fridays. There will be some worldwide story rounds. That's going back to it on the Sunday evenings. That's going back to every 2 weeks, but I'm not sure. But Mike Rust and I have to get together and decide when that's going to start, but it'll start very soon. So we're getting more and more active. But of course, the most important day of the week is Tuesday. And once more, Happy New Year, everyone. And once more, Jasname, congratulations for becoming World Storytelling Champion for the 12 to 15-year-old age group.
Thank you.
In the championships. And I know for a fact they had thousands and thousands of entrants. So you did. I mean, that's incredible. Okay. Well, we're just about there. So I think all that is left to say is good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in this big, wide world. And we'll see you Friday for Despina and Tuesday, obviously, for our young international tellers. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy
Good
New
night.
Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Thank you, Waleed.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Ali.
Bye.
Nice seeing you again, Manuela. See out.